Hey everyone, I just want to point out this milestone. Right now we're at a point where we can track a user's journey two different ways. We can track when they scroll down, and we can track what they click on any web page in any production we do. And we're going to update all the productions we have. So the 2022 templates are going to be updated probably the end of next week when we're done building the functionality the way we want. And what that means is we get to harness that data. We get to actually download remotely on our end what the admin panels will show locally for every website, but that's going to be the stats. Literally, percentage of people that get from here to here to here to here on a web page and how much that drops off, and along the way, how many people watched videos, how many people filled out the email forms. So conversions are separate than scrolling, right? If somebody scrolls but never clicks on anything, then the page hasn't fully done its job, has it? Even if they scroll 100% of the way, they should click on something, right? So clicking on things matters. But what happens if they only scroll halfway down and they miss some things? They should get bumped up. What happens if they're scrolling past without clicking on it? Then those things like the video or the email, subscription, whatever it is that we prioritize should get moved down so that it catches them at the right time when they're done reading and they're interested, right? So with that in mind, I want to point out, we are capturing scrolls and clicks. We can on every clickable anything on the website. You know, if somebody enters this information and hits save, we'll capture that as an email submission. If anyone requests a proposal, we'll capture that as requesting a proposal. If for some reason they're not clicking on something enough and we want them to click on it more, if that's actually a priority for us, we're going to bump that section higher up if we need to, or lower it down, in order to get at a point where people have pretty much landed but not continued, right? Because we want to catch them when they're most interested, that's further down, right? But catch them at the right time. So our system will swap between sections. It will take intelligent measurements to decide things. Should the pricing come before or after the testimonials? See, our system will figure the answers out in order to maximize our conversion ratios to hit our goals. And then whenever it's hitting our goals at each of these points, it's going to stop. It's going to say, that goal's hit. And then it works the other goals in parallel. And it does this on a page by page by page by page basis. Not just that, all the websites, the data that we download figures out the max combinations for all of the matching templates for the matching types of pages and pushes it back out so that they all instantly get far better. And then here we go again with the next round of measurements. The point of that is whether somebody is paying for traffic like through Facebook or Google, or if somebody's trying to rank organically, we're going to get them more time on page. We're going to get more interactions with the page, which ranks the pages higher organically, and the websites are going to do it totally automatically on their own with no human involvement once we're done setting them up. And we can set up the rules that we can push to all the websites for your project. How's that for amazing? And then that way, all your websites just rank better. And for those of you who are interested in the claim positions on Decrypt My Leads, because it means you don't need to do any work, you don't need to get a website, what we're doing here is creating projects that are awesome for companies in different areas. So choose yourself an industry and a region. It's going to be more or less expensive depending on how much population you choose. That's one thing. It can get pretty cheap if you're coming down in population. And then on the other end, offset. The higher the offset, the more competitive it is. And the more competitive it is, the more work it takes to get it done. So they're lower price projects, but they're not as profitable. They're higher price projects. They're certainly more profitable. Making 6 times over and up on your money, making like a minimum 6 times in a year is going to be easy with the way we set these up, because we're monitoring the pages and forcing them to shepherd themselves to grow better organically. And then we can always sit from the back and double check and spread the converting actions across. And then if we want to inject something new, set a goal higher, then we can make a tweak here, watch, and when that hits, then the next time they meet, we push it all out through all the websites. So that's amazing. And if the measurement is tracked, say, once every 100 visitors, then the way to make the pages speed up is to intentionally advertise. That way, when you pay some money, doesn't have to be a lot. It could be like, a nickel a click, a dime a click, something like that. But you're doing it to get $10 is 100 visitors. What happens? Your webpage shuffles for the better. So you go through a handful of stacks of people coming through the pages, and they make themselves better in real time. It is like time traveling forward to have far more optimized web pages. Then release that for the rest. And maybe you still want to run your ads because they're profitable, but you can let the rest also grow organically. And so they're going to grow organically because Google's going to see those two major points: time on page, interactions with the page, and that is how you grow organically. And if you have that in your ads going, then you're maximizing two income streams based on the same principle that the websites monitor themselves, and we just monitor the monitoring across the stack to make sure that all the websites are as convertible as possible. How's that for amazing? So yeah, you can get into that, you can claim the positions, you can read the terms and see what's going on. The idea is that we're running it out and you're getting paid your share from the positions, which is half of the money that they make per lead. But those leads are worth a lot because leads that we sell, guys, in that area, and we already have it set up in Decrypt My Leads. It makes it very easy to contact companies and mention that we have leads for them. And not just that, but that the leads we have for them are engaging, they're acting. And so we can tell them emails, names, phone numbers of leads who are showing activity on the websites. And this whole system is automated from end to end. So you're going to want to get in. So if you pay for it, we can build it and then it can run. And then we're doing that with a bunch of things at once. And like I said, we get things to learn and listen to each other. So it is a group effort that cross-pollinates everyone's earnings, but everyone gets their own territory for their own industry. So there's no conflict there. And if for any reason we're seeing growth happening here and for some reason your area and or industry isn't working out right, we're going to move you into one of the others that is, because we want to take care of everybody in the process of raising this up because we got requirements. We've got to pay you a minimum 6 times in 1 year before we get to let you out of that position. In the meantime, you can get as many positions as you want. You can get out of profits you're making along the way. It's up to you. But the reality check is once you're in, it's on us. And the cheapest way for us to deal with it is to get you through it. And the only way we get you through it is by paying attention to the group and taking care of everybody along the way. This is the best passive income model I know or can think of. So if you like the idea, get involved. If you got any questions, give me a call. Where are you going to find my... Actually, you know what's funny? That's my phone number right there. I just put up there when, we're testing all the stuff that we're doing with this new site. And you can even schedule a Calendly link with me if you want and discuss it. But there you go. So, yeah, this is amazing stuff. Just wanted to let you know what's going on. All right.